Shark Tank is a show that makes people's businesses boom and explode, but I honestly think it's pretty fake. So today in this video, I'm going to go over why Shark Tank is super fake. Welcome back to Screen Cinema. Let's get into the video. Number 10, consumer-centric. The show understandably focuses on consumer products that its viewers can relate to. However, in reality, very little venture capital is applied to such startups. Consumer goods are best funded in a crowdsourced manner, through industry partnerships or via conventional loans, which can be secured by the underlying inventory. If you have a consumer-oriented product, Shark Tank can act as a component as an effective PR campaign, driving buyers to your site. For instance, Startup played to capture 45,000 email addresses in 120 seconds after appearing on the show. Unfortunately, the company's ability to directly sell products is limited, as the deluge of traffic made their commerce funnel inoperable. Thus, companies with physical goods like Plated and Polar Pro should consider Shark Tank as an option, not to secure money from one of the celebrity panelists, but to jumpstart their sales and gain enough momentum to attract a bona fide investor.
So we came to a compromise that, how about we do a pop-up store? And for that, I was on the phone to real estate agents and it's already sorted.
Number 9, not so free publicity. Although public exposure might be a legitimate motivation for appearing on the show, the resulting notoriety can come at a cost. Publicity cuts both ways. If your product is poorly received by the judges, it could be a major setback, making it more difficult to raise legitimate funding in the future. Number 8, the 5-minute deal. Through the magic of television, a bold, inspired investor can get a $1 million deal done in 5 minutes flat. Make your pitch, get your check. In truth, for the show and for venture investors, the deal isn't done until long after the pitch. Forbes tracked hundreds of on-air deals from the first 7 seasons of Shark Tank and found that more than 40% actually fell through off camera, while another 30% went through significant changes. Shark Tank doesn't try to hide in any of this, nor should it. The investor pitch is only the start of the process, not the end. Conducting diligence and working through investment terms takes time and can sometimes derail an investment, particularly when there are meaningful dollars at stake. Number 7, nothing is real and nothing to get hung about. If you watch Shark Tank as entertainment and not to obtain a startup education, you will be benignly inspired by fellow entrepreneurs. However, if you attempt to apply this television fantasy as a template for your fundraising efforts, you will learn firsthand that the producer of the reality show I worked once on told me. In the scene we were shooting, I was walking from a lake holding fish that I had supposedly caught. The script required me to tell our cook that he needed to incorporate the fish into his meticulously planned meal. The intent was to cause dramatic conflict, as the chef had to completely rethink the meal. Number 6, compressed timeline. I realize that for purposes of the show's formula, funding decisions must occur immediately after the pitches. However, in real life, investor relationships are typically fostered over weeks, months, and in some cases years, not a few minutes. Note that the judges' commitments are pending diligence, and thus they are merely signs of interest to learn more, not commitments as implied on the show. In addition, actual pitches are much longer than the edited versions that are aired. Per Jeff, overall, the QA portion is actually very thorough, and I imagine that these would be the same questions asked in a traditional fundraising setting. They usually only air the entertaining questions. A lot of the dry questions the Sharks use to make their decisions are not aired. The show would be more educational and realistic if it allowed viewers who are looking to be educated and entertained to watch and listen to the entire pitches online or via podcasts. Number 5, pitch overvalued. Pitches are important, but they are not the focal point of the fundraising in real life. Understanding the entrepreneur's motivations, aptitude, and attitude are more important than a slick pitch. In the real world, pitches are an important step in establishing a relationship with an investor, not the finale which triggers an investment. Number 4, partners, not sharks. The show's title communicates a predatory message. Accomplished investors are out to seeking to gain an advantage at the entrepreneur's expense. On the contrary, successful investors are typically entrepreneur-friendly and treat their entrepreneurs as partners, not adversaries. Number 3, ideas overvalued. The show's pitch-centric format places too much emphasis on the appeal of ideas, rather than the entrepreneur's ability to create value via effective execution. In reality, ideas are worthless. Thus, the show's emphasis on the novelty or cleverness of a particular idea could cause unseasoned entrepreneurs to attempt to raise money too early. In the real world, entrepreneurs should seek capital from sophisticated investors after they have proven their underlying value proposition. Number 2, lack of domain expertise. Ideal investors are experts in your market that can provide relevant, tactical assistance. The Shark Tank panel often has a little industry expertise in the deals they are pitched. Number 1, paltry valuations. The amounts invested are not representative of the bite sizes generally taken by sophisticated tech investors. Most legitimate seed rounds provide entrepreneurs with enough funds to generate meaningful value in advance of a future funding round and seldom result in the entrepreneur giving up more than 20% of their ownership. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.